You see this story time? It was because of the police clearance certificate and the NDLEA drug clearance certificate. You see the police one, they stressed me but not too much. But NDLEA, now I have a beef for those guys.
My God, pretty like a girl, and he got five choice to tell.
Guys, today's video is going to be a story time. I thought it is necessary for me to tell you guys how getting a Thailand visa stressed my life. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new to this channel, my name is Magri. So guys, I just uploaded a video where I did like a pack with me for Thailand. So I thought it was necessary that I come and give you guys a story time of how applying for this visa stressed my life. Because the next vlog you're going to be seeing from my channel will be me in Thailand. So I thought this is the right time for me to give you the story. So if you're planning on traveling to Thailand or planning to apply for the visa to Thailand, especially for Nigerians, you know we have to apply for visas, like just know of what is ahead of you. So I'm going to be giving you all the details of how you can go through the same stress I did, but in a lighter mood, you know, like if you want to apply for this visa.
Hey, fuck it.
Right here I have a list of the requirements to apply for Thailand visa. Yes, a full page of requirements to apply for Thailand visa. But if only this were the stress involved, like I would not be this angry or this story time would not be happening, because like one of the requirements in this place says original police clearance certificate, original drug clearance certificate. These two documents or these two certificates stressed me to the bone. Like at some point I thought of giving up on this trip, but the hustler in me said no, I've gone too far for me to quit. And I've done so much other stressful things, this will not come and break me down. But anyway, let me just read out the list of things you need to get before you can apply for the visa. So the very first one is your original and previous passports. So if you are one that has like up to 100 previous passports, bring everything, you are going to be needing it. Then this application form. So this is the Thailand application form, you'll be needing this one. Then the next one is a copy of your data page, passport data page. And you know how most people, whenever they say a copy of your data page, they are looking for black and white. These people, they are looking for colored. So prepare like a colored passport page. Then the next one is that certificate of police clearance. Then a copy of drug clearance certificate. Then a copy of residence permit. For Nigerians, we don't need a residence permit, so you can bring your NIN. That should cover for this one. Then an introduction letter from your applicant's employee. Where you're working, they need to give you a letter saying that okay, you are fit to travel, you can travel, blah blah blah. So that one. Then bank statements. Guys, this one can't be anything less than 6 months, and a bank statement that has transactions going on it, not your savings account that just keep money and you leave it there. This one, it needs to be like an active account per se, and you need to have a certain amount. So for individuals, you need to have like 20,000 baht in your account to, like, you know, for a particular period of time. I think you can look that up. For family, the price is different, the amount is different, so just having like a rough estimate of that should be enough for you to, you know, produce that bank statement. Then the next one is a reservation of your accommodation and a reservation of your return flight ticket. This is like a standard for any visa application. So the number 10, this one always makes me laugh. It says read carefully. Yes, you have to read everything carefully and make sure you get everything. But you see why this story time came around? Not because of this, of which this one is important, but you see this story time, it was because of the police clearance certificate and the NDLEA drug clearance certificate. You see the police one, they stressed me but not too much. But NDLEA, now I have a beef for those guys. Like, I know Nigeria can be very stressful in every situation. They believe if you are not stressed, then there's no result for you. You know, that kind of thing. So everything just amounts to you being stressed. But let's say now for the police report, so you will obviously be needing your international passport page, your passport. Those are the two main requirements for the police clearance certificate. But note that they are going to be running your fingerprints. So this was where I found out that Nigeria even has like a system or a criminal investigation department which basically has like all your records. So if you are a criminal, they already have your details, or if you've had like any convictions at some point, they have your details. So they have this thing that looks like, whether it's microscope, binoculars, I don't even know what it is. They basically run through all your fingerprints to check, okay, you are cleared, then you can be issued the certificate. So now you've gotten past all that. You need to make sure when they are giving you a certificate, make sure they are giving you the form that also has your fingerprints, because you are going to be needing it at the embassy. So you can't say they will just give you only the main form. Ask the person for like, that's your fingerprints form. That one you have to fill the form as well, and it has like all your details of your fingerprints on it. Then for NDLEA, a moment of silence for these guys, because they really deserve it. Oh my day, these guys stressed my life. Like, if I say an organization stressed my life, like for a full 2 weeks I was going back and forth to their office. Today you bring this one, they'll tell you no, you need to bring this other requirements, you need to bring this other one. Like, I was just so lucky that I had like a liberal working space where I was able to like, take excuse, go and be running up and down. Like, the amount of fuel I burnt during this period just for NDLEA, you almost give up on this trip, believe me. But I'm a fighter, I'm not giving up after all the stress I've gone through, no. So that was how I now had to go through the NDLEA. So one of the major things that you should definitely note if you are going to be applying for NDLEA, of which I'll put like all the details of everything that is requested, both for the police report, the NDLEA one, I'll be putting it on the screen, like, as I go along. But for the NDLEA one, guys, like, one important thing you should notice, you need two guarantors that are not family members, that are not close relatives, not your husband, not your brother, not your sister, your mother, your father, they're out of the window. You need two people that know you very well, and those two people, they need to be ready to bend over backward for you, like, go through all the stress, because they have to come to NDLEA office for an interview. NDLEA, after the interview, will still go and visit the address that they put on their form, like, and then the report to be written that, okay, you are cleared and blah blah blah. Like, the process was just too annoying, but I just had to come here to rant about this. Like, apart from even these ones, then you have to go back and forth, bring like your bank statement, you need to bring, I'll put all this on the screen so that you guys can know why I'm so stressed right now. Although now I have like a happy memory because I've finished all those stress, but when you are going through it, like, it's not funny at all. So you have to bring all this, so many requirements. At the end of the day, they now send your original certificate to the embassy you're applying for. So it's not like you can use that certificate to apply for multiple embassies. You can only use it for that country that you indicated on your form. So they send the original to the embassy and give you a photocopy where you write original collected by me, blah blah blah. That is that. Now you think the process is finished, right? Now you have to come and deal with this visa application process. Like, this one, because Thailand embassy, they only have like an embassy in Lagos, in Abuja, sorry. Most embassies are in Lagos, so you can easily navigate, but you have to travel all the way to Abuja for you to apply for this visa, because they don't even do like application by proxy where you say, okay, somebody should come and help you do it, or you send it to them, blah blah blah. They don't do that. And before you are even granted like an interview by these people, they will send you have to send like all your documents, like both the clearance certificate, your vaccine card, your yellow card, and every other requirements, like, as indicated on this form, on this paper. You have to send all of them to their mail for them to clear that, okay, you can now come for an interview. They now give you a date, and once you miss that date, bye bye. Like, you have to start applying from beginning again. So just make sure to look out for your mail. And then the time you see, because the time frame when you are, so let's say I submitted like on a Monday, on a Wednesday you get the mail, on a Wednesday you are told to come for like the interview. So like the time period is very short, so you have to end up booking for like a shotgun kind of ticket. So you see, the ticket is very expensive and all that. One thing that you should definitely know, on their website, they usually say that, okay, you can come and take your visa like in 5 working days, after 5 working days. But getting there, I found out like you get to take your visa the next day. You apply today, you are able to take the visa the next day. So just open like book like an open ticket, so that you don't go and start having to like rebook or reschedule your ticket, which will now cost you an extra money. So that is one thing you should know. So now let's go back to, like, you know, the process of going to the embassy to now apply physically for the visa. So you know, since that Thailand embassy, they deal with, like, you know, they handle like the visa application for 12 different West African countries. So you see people from Ghana, Togo coming all the way to Abuja just to apply for a Thailand visa. There are just too many small things that will just be stressing your life just to apply for these visas. I don't know, but if you want to go to any country, just be ready to, like, you know, be stressed for the time being. So when you are now finally able to go to that country, you can, you know, spread your leg on the beach and say, yes, mama, I deserved it. Yes. So guys, when you now get to the embassy, you now go and submit all the physical documents that you have sent to them through their mail for you to be granted the interview in the first place. Okay, now it was my turn. I was able to, like, you know, submit all my documents and all that. After everybody that came for that were granted that time slot for interview came and submitted, they now said everybody come back by 2 p.m. and my flight was by 2 p.m. I was like, eh? Because I know that they will say, okay, come back the next day to come and take your visa. So I had already put in mind that, okay, a friend of mine will come and take it. Just you give them the original receipt, they can come and take the visa for you and all that. It was later I found out that you can come back the next day to come and pick the visa. But then I already had, like, a flight for 2 p.m. on the day of, you know, like the submission of the document. I thought, okay, immediately you submit, they grant you the interview and then you can start going your way. The guy said the consular is not around, come back by 2 p.m. I was like, hey, well, but luckily for me, I was like, you can go. I was like, so apparently because of my South Korean, you know that I'm going to South Korea, Singapore, and then maybe because of where I work, which had like an element to it, all this was able to, like, you know, clear me up from the interview stage, so I don't have to do the interview. I was told, okay, I can go. I was like so happy, like I was like, yeah, you're my stress. Yeah, so he said I can go, but now because he said I can come back the next day to come and pick the visa, I had to, like, you know, start rescheduling again. So that's what I'm just telling you, so you can avoid that if you're planning to do this in the first place. But you see, guys, like, all this stress just for, like, a holiday in, like, another man's country, then you see you have to enjoy it at the end of the day, because you can't say after going through all this stress you now come and start saying, I'm not going to be spreading my leg on the beach, I'm not going to be climbing the highest mountain. I know I'm overreacting, but I think you understand me. You know, I had to go through a lot just to get to the final stage of getting my visa. So because I've gotten the visa, that was how I was able to film the pack with me video for Thailand, because your sister or your friend is jetting off to Thailand. Yay! Guys, I'm so happy. Like, I've been planning for 5 good months just for this holiday, because you know the NDLEA one in the first place takes for almost like a month for you to get the certificate, because since they handle, like, for the whole state, the full Nigeria, like, you see, the process becomes too long. It takes time. Even after all the stress they put you through to get all your documents correctly, then you now have to start waiting. But just everything worked out to my favor for this trip at the end of the day. But the only thing that really made me, prompted me to, like, okay, so I need to do the story time, was the NDLEA stress. But finally, I'm done. I'm jetting up to Thailand, like, you know. Great, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story time, this short story time. Just stay tuned to my channel, watch my other videos, check them out, because my next vlog will be me in Thailand, bringing you all the juicy details that Thailand has to offer. Guys, stay tuned. Know that I love you all. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.